fuck is this?
You been eating cookies?
No. What the fuck is this? Did
That's
Bank bring this shit? Bank probably bought this shit.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire.
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck? Man. Stay ready too.
You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
This was random. He like them grandma cookies.
Guess I'm paying my dues. They were trying to be true.
Go to bed, little nigga.
cut this right here. Just a little, because it's too tight.
Where? How you want me to cut it?
Just straight. Just a little bit.
I can't because you keep moving. Stop moving.
I need a little bit more. Hopefully it don't fuck up.
Stop moving.
I'm not moving.
Alright, I cut it.
This is still tight. I can't wear this. Can't wear this.
Trying to figure out what.
I had another line, another scarf.
I just turned the air off. Yeah. Literally just turned the air off.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the New York Giants.
Set to kick off.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. 15 yards the pickup, 1st down Washington. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 24-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Washington 0. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Jackson from the shotgun. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku.
Jackson's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Gibson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down is Washington.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. And Jackson throwing once more. And he finds McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. Open man handler, that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
At the 42-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Jones now throwing on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Giants! Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Being chased out left. Got his target, Samuel, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw again, Jackson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Jabril Peppers, a former 1st-round pick, there on the coverage. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Jackson. Flushed out right. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 4th down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, 2nd half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Returning it, John Ross. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll try and throw for it here. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things.
Touchdown, Washington! Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Number 26.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones, flush to his right. He'll run it, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. 22 yards. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now, Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Washington first down.
Now it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
He was brought down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson down to the 25. Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Giants 28, Washington 21.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Eddie Goldman gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson got a man. It's Gibson complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 13.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. As the Giants...
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 53 yards. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 12-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was amazing.